You can see this tray is full of a seaweed solution. So last night I soaked my breezer, which is desperate to go out. So this is going to go out in my mixed borders, I think. Next I'm going to do this bed. It's got some perennials in it already, so I'm just going to do a bit of a mix of what I've got left. Goodness, look at the size of this breezer. That is ridiculous. So what I'm doing is I'm placing the plants before we put them in, so I can see what it's going to look like. And then in between all of the other plants, I'm going to have these petite larkspur just popping up. I should keep them more towards the front of the bed so that we can see them. There, look at that. You wouldn't believe how much you've achieved in, what, an hour or so? It looks incredible. So these are the mini butterfly snapdragons, and we're putting them right at the very, very front of the border. Just for a change, I've got some in containers as well, but I thought I'd put them in the mixed border and then we can all have a look to see what it looks like. What you might like to see, how we're getting on, is looking fabulous. Look at that. Thought you might like to see the larkspur petite that I put in a container. Must be a week or two ago. Look at them, aren't they absolutely fabulous? You can see the flower buds starting to form, and they've been out in all this terrible wind. We've had rain, hail, everything, and look at them, absolutely rock steady. A lovely splash of green to go with these tulips, and they'll be flowering once the tulips are finished. So anyway, you've got a couple of options now about what to do with yours. Wowee, look at the mixed border that has settled in so well, hasn't it? Wow. Let me take you for a closer look. Come right down, look at those petite larkspur. Look how strong they are. It has been really, really windy as well, and they haven't moved. That's because I gave them a nice deep planting so that the soil around them was able to give them some structural support. The wind was literally horizontal, wasn't it, before? Can't believe it. They look so good. The mini butterflies and the breezer just behind works really well. Nigella. Just got some small plants that I found at the back of the plant nursery, so they were ideal to come here. And these are the Nigella that I have in the field. So those ones were left behind because they were smaller. So I thought I would just cherry pick the biggest out. But now I have a little home for them. Perfect in the mixed border. Obviously we have got the Breezer Maxima and this fantastic self-seeded foxgloves. Look, it's had babies. And of course I do have this big container of tulips to give me some brightness in the meantime. I'm just picking myself a lovely bunch of clary sage. Now you can use these fresh in arrangements, but if you wait until the stems are nice and firm, then you can cut them and use them as everlasting flowers. All you need to do is bunch them up like this and then hang them upside down to dry. So this is a slightly later sowing. I did this one late winter and it's looking absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Glowing in the late afternoon sunshine.